Welcome to another new edition of Chucky's Playground News, and we have some pretty exciting news today, so let's get started. First, I want to give my usual shoutouts to Spanky, G, Chucky115 Awesome, Doctor, Undead Punk, Tiffany Valentine, Simon Gray, and now for the first time, Eddie Caputo. He has joined the shoutout ranks because he's a great member of the site. He contributes regularly. He's just a great guy. So he joins the shoutout ranks. So, and all of you are awesome. I consider all of you my very best friends. And one thing we were talking about on the site is Child's Play candy. And this is actually just a generic brand of candy for Halloween. And a doctor actually discovered this in a store somewhere. And I ended up discovering it in a Target yesterday when I went yesterday. And I think it would be awesome if there actually were kind of Chucky candy, if they merchandise Chucky candy. I think that would be really interesting. But that was just something that doctor had found, and that it was interesting. And we were playing the Kevin Bacon game on the site yesterday. And for those of you who don't know what the Kevin Bacon game is, I think it's called 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. And it's basically, you have to link actors to Kevin Bacon somehow. You know, I've never played it. I'm not even going to try and bother playing it because I would not be able to come up with 6 actors to connect to Kevin Bacon. It's just, I wouldn't be able to do that. But, yeah, it's a pretty interesting game, so, and you can definitely play that game on the site as well. We were also talking about how many times we watch each movie on the site, how many times we watch each of the 6 movies on here. For me, I don't really keep count of how many times I watched the movie. I've watched the first 3 a few times. Bride, a billion, million, cajillion, pavilion. I watched it a lot. Alright, I've watched it quite a lot. It's out of all the Chucky movies, that one's probably the one I've watched the most. Which probably doesn't surprise many people, but yeah. And Seed I've watched maybe 100 times. Curse I've watched several times. So, yeah. So I probably watched Bride the most, which isn't that shocking, but yeah. And Simon Gray is currently writing Nika's Story 3, the third in his Nika trilogy. And it's pretty good. I mean, he's a very talented writer, and he's a global moderator on the site as well. But he's also a very talented writer, and his latest entry has some pretty interesting turns. And it also features an appearance of a character that is pretty interesting. And just a really interesting story, really interesting trilogy in itself. So definitely take the time to read it. You will not be disappointed. It's awesome. And finally, we have some very exciting news. We will be having our own standalone site coming September 24th. This is something we're very excited about. And, you know, it's something that we've been wanting to do for a while. And finally, we're being able to do this. And we've only been around for a few months, but already we have our own standalone site. And it really will be very interesting. It's going to be awesome. You know, you'll find news, just news on all the movies. You can read about all the movies. You can see what's happening on the forums. You can just, all things Chucky, basically. And we'll give you more details as it comes about. But it's definitely going to be a very interesting thing to do, and it's very exciting for all of us here on Chucky's Playground. So we definitely cannot wait for September 24th, because that is going to be a historic day in Chucky's Playground history. So that's all for Chucky's Playground News. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.